Hey, what's going on, all the peoples? It's Ridiculous Badger, and yeah, listen. I don't do this stuff. Why do I even qualify any of this anymore? I don't know. I have something very special to share with y'all, and if you see what I got out here right now, you might have an idea if you know a little something about me, which is I like purple stuff. That's your hint. So this is not the Adamus Machina Takara, Spark, T Spark, 5000. I don't know. Look, they got a bunch of names. This is not the transforming Rodimus Prime from IDW. This is the Flame Toys Kuri Rodimus Prime. I got this a bunch of years back. It's got a whole like armored up mode, which is amazing. And ever since that came out, I was looking forward to the Lost Light variant, which you put anything in purple, man, purple and teal, and I'm going to buy it. So the Lost Light variant, I missed the entire pre-order cycle. Hi, Quintel. You going to help or hinder today? Help or hinder? We're going to go with hinder? Hinder? Thanks. Hi, baby. So I missed the entire pre-order, so let me put this... We'll bring this back in later. I missed the entire pre-order cycle for the Lost Light variant, but it's not available in America. I bought it though because here's what happened. It's not available in America because you have to get it from D4 Toys, which is their United States approved distributor. And because I missed the entire pre-order cycle of this, because I thought it was going to be a regular release, I didn't realize that it was announced in February of 2025. We're in 2026 now. The year of Prime is 2026. Wow. I saw a bunch of... I must have seen some photos of it. And it's... But I completely misjudged it. I saw photos. It must have been like July. And I didn't realize that it was a WONDERFEST 2025 exclusive. So I completely missed it. I went to check out, hey, when could I buy this thing? And it already got released. It was released in December. Okay, so if you know anything about it, like I usually say with these things, I'm not good at unboxing, as you saw right there. But I do it. Why do I do it? I only do it if I take a look on YouTube and I don't see another like English speaking, a real reviewer who did one, who showed one off. I looked around YouTube and I couldn't find one. And even though this is a month after it was started shipping, I still think I might be one of the first because there are only 600 of these in existence. It's an exclusive. I don't think they're ever doing another run of these. And I absolutely had to have it. So what I did is, yeah, look, you're going to tell me, oh, but Badger, like the T-Spark one is going to be transforming. It's going to look almost identical and it's coming out. Yeah, but my lizard brain wants this because that's what I want. So why am I doing this? I'm not doing it because I'm good at it. I'm doing it because I didn't see anybody else having done it. And I'll put my shameless plug in here. I am the community manager for the Show Z store. And even they couldn't help me get it. So please, you'll notice in the description, there's going to be an invite for Discord server. So come there and make friends and gross. Anyway, that's my shameless plug. But I had to go and utilize a buying proxy in Japan to get this for me because the distributor that was licensed to sell this to America ran out. They only have a certain number of copies, but it was still available in Japanese sellers. So a big shout out to my friend Collector K9 from Robstein One's Discord server. I just posted in there and said, how do I get something from Japan? Because I saw that this Japanese website still had it. He gave me a few different options. I ended up going with another one, but this was my first time utilizing a buying proxy. It was a seamless process. It was very easy. I think I found out I was late to buying this like last week or 2 weeks ago, and I'm sitting here, it's Sunday. This just came to me from Japan. It was in transit for like 3 days. Went through Alaska and then Tennessee, but who cares about that, right? We care about the plastic crack. So, at any rate, did it cost me a pretty penny? Yeah, this is already a premium thing. I expect this to double, triple, maybe even quadruple in value. Not that this is not an investment. Like, invest in real things. But there are only 600 of these. It's an exclusive. I do not think they're ever going to do more of them. I would be pissed if they did after what I went through to get this. But at any rate, I believe this is... There's some extras with it. So this is a bonus part. We'll see what that is. I don't even know why I bother trying to, like, you know, like, why do I even go, oh, I'm going to unbox this on camera? Like, I'm so awful, and I don't even try. You know, like, how dare I? Oh, come on. Look at it. It's so pretty. It's so fucking pretty. Okay. This is a big boy. Because it's got, like, a whole bunch of armored parts, so it's got different looks that you could do with this thing. So this is the quote-unquote bonus part. On the Rodimus Prime, the regular deco that I have on the Kuri, I was not able to get it with that extra part, that little... oh, Quinzel found something she likes. The packaging. I was not able to get it with that bow. Whatever, I didn't... That was before I was, like, really into the Flame Toys Kuri. But this one, I mean, they all have it because it's not really a bonus part. This whole thing is a bonus release. It's an exclusive. So I am very, very happy that on this variant, I will have the bow. I don't know what kind, like, I'm sure they have a made-up name for it. But yeah. Looking forward to that. And then there's all those, oh, right, so there's these, you can go 2 different looks and you can mix and match between them. It's got the fishing rod from the 1986 movie, even though this was not the character design that was utilized in the movie, but it's like, hey, listen, you're buying a premium product here, they're going to throw in a lot of extras, and that is what Flame Toys is good for. So, let's pop this sucker open. It is really snowing where I live, which is New Jersey. It is really snowing today. I'm surprised that this is actually a day early. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so okay. So everything is in plastic. It is gorgeous. Let's, before we get into the trays, let's open this thing. So let me do this. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. I did not think I would get a chance to... Not that I'm streaming this. Like, you'll notice that I stream these a lot, and I just kind of save them because I don't want to edit. My editing days on YouTube are behind me. I don't friggin' do it. I don't want to do work. So I do everything in one take, which is why I'm so rambly all the time. But anyway, I didn't think I was going to get any time this weekend to do it because I'm actually administrating a Savage Worlds virtual convention, which I think there's one game left. But that was fun. And don't ask me hard questions. I never played Savage Worlds. It's a community that I got involved with. I'm involved with a bunch of communities for stuff that I don't really do. Wow. Okay, so this is obviously a bonus part. This is... I forget what they called this in the comic run, the IDW comic run. This was the first run of IDW before the reboot. And Rodimus, the co-captain at the time, he was the co-captain with Megatron of the Lost Light, as they were searching for the Knights of Cybertron and Cyber Utopia. He was incredibly self-centered or egocentric, I don't know, but he used to give people, I forget what they called it, but he used to give this badge out to people on the ship, and it was just like, it was his face. So, it's got the nice smirk on there. So this is something, I mean, it's to commemorate... How do I open this thing? It's to commemorate that this is a very special release. And I don't know how to open it. Is it like... Do you just no, you don't just. Do you do this? Up, 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 up. There we go. There we go. So, okay, to me, that was counterintuitive. Stress marks. Just kidding. Who cares? So it's like on this... This is wrapped in plastic. You probably can't see. There's probably how you can see. Like, the whole thing is filled. So this thing was sitting in this, like... It's almost like levitating, and I don't know why. Whatever. Maybe... Whatever. I don't know. This thing is heavy. I don't know why they did this. I mean, I don't care about stuff like this. I guess it's like a callback to, like, the Masterpiece tokens. But, yeah, I mean, look. These things are not cheap. So, I'm sure that people like all of these accoutrements. Alright. I'm gonna take the trays out. We'll kind of do a once over the trays. I'm not really gonna build this up because you've seen, or you can see, the Rodimus Prime Kuri regular figure. And it's the same except different colors. But what I wanted to do is, just not a full comparison, but I did want to show it at least next to the original release. And unfortunate that I will not be able to show you with the original bow, I don't know, Electron bow or Energon bow. You could call anything Energon in front of it for Transformers. So, but whatever, we'll make do. The bottom is, so this is the stand. It could have done something a little better with it, I think. It's a very, okay, the flame tie stands are always so basic, and I wonder why, but whatever. I'll tell you the truth. Honestly, I don't really use the stands that much. I don't use stands in general that much, but I know others do. Okay, so here we've got... I decided to call this the Energon bow. And it's got some effect parts. Very nice. Okay. And so it's got some functionality where, you can, like everything with flame toys, you can put into different configurations. So this is kind of how it comes. And you could use it as like a punch knife, or you can pull it apart. And it's got, like, I don't know if you can see this here, multiple hinges, double hinges. It's, and there's some play in it. So you could, I mean, it's nice that you could do that. It's nice that they give you that modularity. You could get whatever angle you want. I'm not sure what this is for in the middle. Might be mounting to, well, it's got to be mounting to something, right? So I'm not going to go through all of it, but what you would do is you would kind of pull this back. Everything is keyed, right? Oh, okay. So it's got some play in it so that you can, plug it in without an issue. And then you would, did I get this right? Or maybe I got this backwards. No, I think I got this right. And then you would just kind of pull it. Oh, okay. Let's see, maybe I do have this incorrect. No, it's got to be this way. It has to be this way. Oh, okay, that's why. This rotates. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you got multiple articulating arms here. So you would kind of, yep, there we go. You would just line this up and then do this at whatever angle you kind of want to. And then that becomes your bow. And then, of course, you can put in these little suckers. I'm not sure what configuration I'm going to do anything in, but that's the thing. right? That is a thing. Well, everything's a thing. If you want to get technical. Okay. So, that's this. Put this back in its stock configuration because of my obsessive tendencies. Great. So that's this. This is the bonus part. Wow, there's actually a lot to go through here. Let's take a look at the main figure. He's so pretty, right? Look at how pretty he is. Oh, there's a ton of light up effects. You know that if you're here. I imagine I'm going to put this in this configuration. Not that, like, I mentioned that the other configuration with the swap out parts was the armored up mode, although in the IDW run, he started with that look. And that's because in the original run, up until a little bit into it, there was a period where they almost went with like Bayverse designs. But this is gorgeous. I mean, it's just covered with paint, and everything's like pearlescent and sparkly. And I'm like other smooth brains, I am drawn to sparkly, pretty colors. So obviously, we got some parts to put on this. He makes this look like Chug. It's crazy. So we've got all kinds of different face sculpts, of course. Of course we do. And then there's I don't even remember where all this stuff goes. But let's put those iconic wrist blasters on. Very nice. And he's got some hands. We'll kind of leave it at that for this one. And is that all? Oh, you know what? These are supposed to go in the interior. Like over here. Like that. I ended up going with a more minimalist approach here because Rodimus is one of those, like, he's not this huge bulky bot. But anyway, let's move this to the back. And I might do something similar here, or with either I might go and, I don't know, do something different. This is the sword/rifle/fishing rod. It's kind of crazy how they make these things. We're like, yeah, but it could be a fishing rod. Like, okay, relax. Relax. What was crazy in the movie is that he went fishing with Daniel Witwicky, and he had like didn't he have like a regular size fishing rod for his body? But he caught, I mean, it's fit. He's this gigantic robot. Anyway, this is one of his guns. And we've got second gun, right? Why am I? Good. I mean, you could do the gimmick of combining them. And we go in here. There's some other stuff that you would do to do it, etc. I'm not going to go through all of the faces. I'm trying to keep myself in order here, which is on a good day is hard. Let alone a day where I am excited for stuff, right? Right. Okay. A little bit more to go through, and then I'll let you go. I'll give you back some of your time. Okay, so this is the tray with all the armored up parts. You know, it is interesting that, you know, this isn't their first armored up dude, right? They did Star Saber and Victory Leo, and that was atrocious. That Victory Leo was terrible. I ended up selling it. I had a part fall off of my Victory Leo when it was in beast mode, literally 5 inches from a carpet, like plush carpet. And this little part fell off and broke. Like, just fell off because of gravity. And at that point, I was like, nope, I'm done with this. It's awful. Okay, so this, you throw that on the fishing rod, it becomes a sword. Blast effect, right? Interesting that they went with the orange and not like some kind of purple, but I am glad that they did it. Oh, this is what we need. Yeah, this is important. This is muy importante. How could you do Rodimus without this, right? So, like, when this armored... I'm just going to keep calling it armored up, even though it's not. You can do some fun things with it. It articulates. Just like me. Not just like me. Oh... But I do articulate. I'm not articulate, but parts of me articulate. I am so happy that I was able to score one of these copies. I'm going to show you the rest of the parts here, so you could see them. I'm not going to start armoring him up right now. So to me, it looks like they took some additional liberties with the paint, where it's not like a complete one-to-one. Like, it does look like they spent some time with this to figure out whether they want to add to it to make it look really good and push it over the top. I'm super glad that I got this in. Again, a huge shout out to Collector K9 that helped me to figure out how to get one of these from the Land of the Rising Sun. And I am very much looking forward to the T-Spark release of the Lost Light Deco of Rodimus. I'm very much looking forward to Flame Toys is going to do a Die Atlas, and I'm especially pumped for that because Banana Force was going to do a Die Atlas, but Banana Force seems to have gone belly up since the pandemic, or rather, probably more accurately, since tariffs. What else? I am very, very, very much looking forward to, they will be doing a Cyclonus of the IDW deco, and I wonder if there will be swap in and swap out parts for that to make it more G1-y. What else are they doing? I hope they do a Delta Magnus. Their Ultra Magnus was amazing. And I think they're going to do... Oh, they're going to do a Shattered Glass Long Arm Prime out of their Jazz mold, which also looks wunderbar. There's more. This line is cooking. If you are wondering whether or not it's worth it to get into these, if you got to experience one, I would say go with Jazz, which is much cheaper than the others. I think Jazz was like, normally these go for about $400 to $500. Jazz, I believe, was closer to like $270 when it came out. Obviously, that was before tariffs, so maybe you're probably looking at like $300, $325 if they come out with that Shattered Glass Long Arm Prime. Their Megatron's amazing. But yeah, I mean, I would say try or get one of the previous releases. Now, here's the thing. The aftermarket on these guys can get insane, but if you set up some eBay alerts for yourself and Mercari alerts, you know, in AliExpress, I have found that there is almost always a way to get one below retail, because there's always somebody whose significant other is making them sleep on the couch because they spent $400 or $500 on a single non-transforming action figure. You're going to have to decide if you think that it's important enough for you to get. And one of the themes of my collecting, especially in the past couple years, is that I've been selling off things that don't make me happy, and I've been slimming down my collection. But I'd rather have one thing or three things that are premium, that every time I look at it I smile, versus a whole bunch of random crap. You're going to have to figure out what's right for you. I can't say, you know, people always ask, is it worth it? To me, it's worth it. I don't think twice about it. But you're going to have to decide. And I'll tell you, the tolerances are amazing. The deco is amazing. The paint is amazing. The articulation's amazing. The attention to detail is amazing. There's tons of accessories all the time. Like, even though I didn't like the Victory Leo, I love the Star Saber. If that's something, if you need your figures to transform, these are not going to make you happy. Personally, I don't care if they transform or not. What I care about is whether or not I think it looks cool and if I have a connection to the character. Thanks for joining me here. I hope that you will check out the Show Z Store Discord server. I hope that you are having a fantastic 2026. And it's not too late to get a New Year's resolution in there. And your New Year's resolution should be something that makes you happy, not necessarily something that's hard to do. Just try and set yourself up for success. Listen to me, I'm talking like I'm emotionally stable. I'm not emotionally stable. I'm spending hundreds of dollars on collectibles to be sent from Japan to me. But I'm happy. And I guess that's all that matters, right? I don't know. Thanks for joining me here this evening. Hope you have I hope if you're still seeing this on the weekend, hope you have a great rest of your weekend. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your life.